Started. Good morning. Welcome to the special meeting of the Costa Mesa Sanitary District Board of Directors for April 4th. Madam Clerk, can you do the roll call, please?
Sure. Director Arthur Perry.
Here.
Assistant Secretary Robert Uten.
Here.
Secretary Arlene Schaefer. Present. Vice President James Fairman.
Present.
And President Michael Schaefer.
Here. Thank you. Public comments. This is time set aside for persons in the audience to speak on items not on the agenda. Seeing no one in the audience, we'll go to reports.
Thank you, Mr. President. So the reason for the special meeting today is, as you're all aware, LAFCO, the Local Agency Formation Commission, is having their special elections for two special district seats. One is for the regular voting seat that is currently held by Director John Withers from Irvine Ranch Water District. He has announced that he is not running again, so that seat is open. And then the alternate special district seat is the incumbent Director Jim Fissler from Mesa Water District. He is running again for that seat. So the what LAFCO is requesting from all the voting special districts is there's two forms you have to submit, and the deadline is April 9th at 3 p.m. And those two forms, the first form is, which you need to approve tonight, is who is going to be the authorizing board member to vote on behalf of the CMSD. Typically, it's been the president that voted on behalf of CMSD, and then the vice president is the alternate member. And then the second form is nominating someone to the alternate or the regular seat. And as you know, Assistant Secretary Bob Uten is interested in running in the alternate special district member seat. So if you approve that, then we would submit the nomination papers to LAFCO. Both those forms are due on April 9th at 3 p.m.
Questions?
Who are the two nominees? How many nominees do they have for the permanent seat?
The permanent seats, there's three. Is it in the agenda packet?
Doug Dabbert.
Doug Dabbert's one of them. No, John. For there's.
Special district seat.
Special district.
Yeah, for the three candidates are running for the voting members is Doug Dabbert from East Orange County Water District. What's it? Dwayne Cave for Molten Nagel Water District, and
Freddie
Garian from the El Toro Water District. Those three are the candidates for the regular seat, and then for the alternate seat is Assistant Secretary Bob Uten and Director Jim Fissler.
This morning, all we're doing is authorizing me as a voting member and Jim as the alternate, and we're recommending we're saying that we approve Bob being nominated.
And then we'll come back on your board meeting in April, where you'll give direction to your voting member, President Schaefer, who to vote for. We'll also invite the candidates to the meeting so they can say their things to you. So that'll happen on the April meeting, board meeting.
When is the ballots due?
The ballots are due May 25th. So soon after April 9th, the ballots will be delivered. And then we'll have all the candidates on with the ballot with their bio. And then they said the ballots are due on May 25th.
They intend to email
Yes.
LAFCO intends to email them the ballots.
Yes. Can I make a comment?
Yeah, I'm here.
Well, anyway, it stopped meeting yesterday morning. Then John Withers announced that he couldn't make the meeting for LAFCO this time, and it's a strategic planning meeting. So he said, you, Jim Fissler, be my alternate. You're going to be taking care of special districts. So I just want that comment so you understand and know who's going to be as a voting person there.
I've been to 3 meetings already. I got the cart out a little ahead of the horse because the other carts were way ahead of the horses. There's only been 4 of us that showed up to 2 meetings. Mr. Case did not show up. And I was the only one that showed up at the Midway Sanitary District, and there was an item on their agenda to approve me as the alternate. I had talked to Margie beforehand because she was thinking about running and hoping that a sanitary district representative would be in the hunt. There's 14 water districts out of the 27 districts that are voting. If they band together and everyone votes for a water district candidate, then Dr. Fissler would be reappointed, reelected, I guess. It's been fun. I've learned a lot about the candidates. We've talked to the cemetery district. We talked to the library district. It's amazing. All the candidates have quite a bit of experience with libraries. But I told them about my experience with libraries, and it'd be a fun process. I'm going to learn a lot about LAFCO. I'll be a little bit more helpful with LAFCO in the future. Win, lose, or draw.
Just want to say one more comment. What people don't realize, and I guess LAFCO should have said, but you can ask LAFCO, that when you're running, you can run for both at the same time. You don't have to necessarily run for, And when Doug was here at our last public hearing that we had, I said something to him about, you can run for both. And he said, oh, I wouldn't do that to Fissler, I just want to run for, the seat, period. So, but anyway, you just need to know
I
that,
know.
just for the sake of.
I've talked to Doug and
Some
Jim
people
and
will.
a lot.
Okay.
All right, so then this morning, first things first, we need to have a motion to authorize voting member.
So moved. That's going to be the president and the vice president.
Second?
Vice president is alternate.
Right.
Any other discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
That motion carries 5-0, and Secretary Schaefer will sign this form, correct? Okay. The second thing we need then is a motion to consider nominating Assistant Secretary Bob Uten for the alternate special district member seat.
So moved. Second.
We have a motion and a second. Discussion? Sure?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That motion also carries 5-0, and I sign this one.
Basically, what I want to tell you is, since there's a lot of water districts, there's 14 water districts, my theme is water has been my life, which is more true than you would understand, because a third of my career, I was a consultant and/or designed water treatment systems.
So you're campaigning us now, right now? Is that what you're doing?
Well,
Get our votes?
this might be
I don't
viewed by
think
Mesa.
I think you have a good chance with the water districts. So I wouldn't.
And I was there when the feasibility study I was part of the feasibility study for the groundwater replenishment system, which is basically Orange County snowpack.
All you need is one water district and then the rest of the non-water districts.
It's a shame that they don't do it like they used to, where you get up and give a speech. Because, see, you could bring all this out. This way,
He
the
does-
ballot
he
just
does-
goes out and you just.
But he does that at the agencies. He's doing
I
the
know,
speeches at the
I know,
agencies.
that's
So
what I'm saying.
Well, there are water districts that will vote for me,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Just got to get the rest of them.
even though there's an intense lobbying effort.
Yeah, there is.
I know.
So we have official direction? Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Bob. Good luck.
Good luck.
And then at this time, we are going to adjourn to closed session in conference with legal counsel on anticipated litigation, exposure to litigation pursuant to Government Code 54956.9. Okay.
Actually, in that, in our notice, we have also the letter from Mr. Schenkman as the authority for being able to go into closed session under that number, so that should be noted in the record.
Thanks, Alan.
In conclusion, I just want to thank everyone that is supporting me and staff in particular. This is a duty above and beyond their normal duties. It probably wasn't in their job description, but I appreciate you having it on your resume in the future when I'm elected.
Careful how you're spending. Okay, I'm going to reconvene the sanitary district back to open session and report that under our item for closed session, we have given direction to our legal representative to obtain more information on the action before us. And that concludes.
Are we done?
We have a public comment.
Looks like we may have public comment. I'll take your card, sir.
You just made it by the skin.
No worries.
Whoops, good seeing you first.
Hey, Fred, you and I should rent a limo.
Okay, we're going to adjust the agenda and go back to item B, public comments. We do have a card from Mr. Jarian, if you'd like to take the microphone, sir.
Good morning. Whoops.
Why don't you speak without it?
Yeah, well, I think there's
My voice is not good, trust me.
that sounds better.
I have a vocal disability, so I need every help I can get. Well, good morning, Mr. Chairman, members of the board. My name is Fred Acharian. I'm a member of the board of directors for El Toro Water District. And I'm here before you today to talk about my candidacy for the regular special district member position at Orange County LAFCO. I've decided to throw my hat in the race here. Of course, I saw a lot of Bob yesterday at the various agencies that we visited. I have been in I've worked in the water industry for over 42 years, 34 of which were in local government, and including 27 years as a general manager of 5 different agencies, 2 special districts, 2 cities, and 1 private utility. In that time, as a manager, I worked through hands-on, not through staff or through consultants, but directly involved with the LAFCO organizations in 6 different counties, working. Guess my time's up. That's fine.
No, that's.
I'm sorry.
No. That's okay, Arlene. It's so working through the specific details of a detachment, a consolidation, a dissolution, an annexation. These are all specific processes that I actually worked through. And also sphere of influence studies and municipal service reviews. So I've had that direct experience, and I think it's served me well, and I think it would be a good background for me among the skill sets that I bring to this position. In addition, as a board member at El Toro, one of my duties is to attend LAFCO meetings on a monthly basis, and so I've been attending every single LAFCO meeting since 2014. So I'm up to speed on the issues that LAFCO is facing currently. The board may be familiar and staff may be familiar, of course, with the fact that in the work plan that LAFCO's adopted for this year, one of the big things that they're working on is their 5-year MSR process. They've started that process, hired a consultant, and they're going full bore. A lot of that effort will focus on South County. There's the San Juan water system that's under evaluation to determine who gets it in the South County or how that issue will be resolved. There's also a variety of land areas that are unincorporated, Coto de Casa, portions of Rancho Santa Margarita, and so forth, that are also their futures remain to be dictated by LAFCO staff. So these are all processes that I'm very familiar with in that regard. I believe that local control by local agencies like special districts best serves the needs of the public that we serve. Whether you're a sanitary district, a water district, or a library district, as I've had the pleasure of meeting with yesterday, or a cemetery district, special districts do the types of perform the types of important responsibilities and duties that are so vitally important to our consumers. In fact, one of my favorite lines from Thomas Jefferson is, that which governs best governs least. And I think special districts definitely fulfill that ethic, if in more ways than one. The key strengths I would bring to LAFCO are my, extensive institutional experience, a passion for integrity and excellence, attention to detail, a proven track record as a team player, and great enthusiasm in how I approach all of my endeavors. Just a little bit of background for the board before I finish, and I'm sure you may be aware of this, but I don't want to assume. John Withers, who's the current Special District's member representative, is retiring after 24 years. So the field includes Director Uten, myself, Director Uten for the alternate Special District seat, Director Fissler from Mesa, also for the alternate seat, Director Dabbert, Doug Dabbert, who's board president, East Orange County Water District, and myself. That's the field at the moment. That could change. We may have more entrants, but anyway. So the board may or may not have considered just yet who its voting representative will be in terms of a timeline, but that information is due to LAFCO by April 9th. And then districts, all 25 districts in Orange County, will be asked to cast their ballots by the end of May. So there's time, certainly, to consider and to allow the field to fully develop. So with that, I appreciate the opportunity to speak to your board, and be happy to, and would very much appreciate your consideration. Again, I'm a special districts person through and through. My master's degree, which is in public administration, focused on special district government. I mean, that's how detailed I have gotten into this area. So I really think I bring a unique skill set that none of my other opponents have. Any questions? Be happy to answer. Arlene. No, I'm just going for the regular special districts member seat that's being vacated by John Withers.
Okay, that's the one we vote on.
Right. So it's basically there is the one alternate seat for special districts, and then there are the two regular special district members. Charlie Wilson is currently the other member of the seat. And then John, who is moving on, is the other seat. That's the one I'm running for.
That's the one you get to vote on. The other
Yes.
one you just listen and
Yeah,
can't vote.
but you can't vote. Exactly, correct, in terms of the voting process at LAFCO, correct. Although trying to take on, well, I'll keep my comments to myself. As far as the other politicians in the room, sometimes that can be difficult, getting in a word in edgewise, as I've seen in my attendance at the last LAFCO meetings.
Very good. Well, thank you for coming this morning. We appreciate you taking the time to let us know about yourself, and
Thank you.
we have it on our agenda for next month. to make
Okay.
our decision, so we appreciate the input.
Appreciate it. I just wanted to get out there early, even though it is a little early in the process, but any questions, I'll leave my business cards with your staff. There is already a letter that I've sent under my signature, and also the board can expect to receive a letter from our board chairman, Scott Goldman. That'll be to you in the next few days or so, also about my candidacy. So, but thank you all very much for your time. Very much appreciate it. Thank you.
We need to work out when I can come talk to El Toro.
Anytime. Our meetings are typically the second and Tuesday, or the fourth Tuesday and the fourth Thursday of each month, and we start our meetings at 7:30 in the morning. So I'm sure if you talk to our general manager, Bob Hill, he'll get you set up. We've got a speaker card just like you folks, so it just starts a little earlier, and we're all the way down that part of the county. So. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thank you for your time.
If staff has nothing else, then I will adjourn our special meeting.